give it to us straight, Doc. How's Mila doing?
I understand this asperixis device is quite advanced, but I can't imagine it could have healed such a grievous wound in so little time.
When I first applied the asperixis, it caused such intense pain that she passed out. But now that she's more used to it, she can tolerate it, as long as she doesn't exert herself.
Doesn't sound like she's ready for any kind of battle. Sorry, I shouldn't give you such a hard time. It's not like Mila would let a little pain slow her down, right?
Thank you for the explanation. We'll take the lead for a while and give Mila time to rest.
As long as I'm on the battlefield, I'm sure we'll get by.
Thanks, guys.
My aching back.
Your back hurts? Want me to give you a little therapeutic massage?
Oh, that's very generous of you.
Don't coddle the elderly kid. It never ends well.
But he's in pain.
I am grateful for the sentiment, Jude, but I worry that your hands might not be strong enough. Perhaps a massage from a nubile young woman would be more effective.
You mean me? If I had the 4, I'd have Ifrit bathe your back in flame to increase blood flow. Then have Gnome send tremors up and down your spine. That would clear it right up. But I suppose I could still do most of that with my own arts. Go ahead. Show me where it hurts.
Oh, I'm fine, really. Aches and pains are old friends to a man my age. Let's be moving on then.
Huh? You don't want the massage?
See what I mean?
Yeah, no more coddling.
That hit the spot.
Oh, the soup was quite satisfying.
Yes. The flavor was deep and refined.
Really? You didn't think it was a little bland?
Forgive me for saying so, Alvin, but your palate is too crude to appreciate such a delicate balance of flavors.
My, aren't you the expert?
It must have taken a great deal of effort for the chef to create such a layered flavor profile.
Wow, you're really particular about food.
Indeed, I am. Cooking is something of a hobby of mine.
I would love to try one of your dishes.
It would be an honor to serve you. But the problem is, I use only the finest ingredients, which I insist on growing or raising myself. Naturally, I blend my own seasonings, and all of my recipes incorporate appropriate seasonal ingredients arranged in perfect harmony. But due to my relentless quest for culinary perfection, I have yet to actually complete my first dish.
Sounds like quite the pursuit. Are you ladies feeling well? Anyone need a break?
I'm okay. You sure are friendly. I thought mercenaries were supposed to be gruff and scary.
That's just a stereotype. Although there certainly are a few like that. A true pro uses good manners and a kind demeanor to compensate for the job's shadier aspects.
Huh. I guess Elvin would be even worse if he was rude as well as devious.
I suppose.
Man, you really are cool if you can let comments like that roll off your back, little buddy.
Right? Sass from stuffed animals, cheeky teenagers calling me little buddy. Nope, don't care one bit.
All who oppose shall fall.
I wish we didn't have to fight, but we must. I've never traveled this deep into Azul before.
Nor I. In Rashagal, very little is known about the interior regions of Azul.
Well, if anyone has any questions, fire away. I've actually come here a number of times.
Because you have a girl in Azul?
I came for work, mind you. Work. But sure, I may have met a few girls over the course of my duties.
Not the most emphatic denial. Expecting a message, Alvin?
Huh?
I've seen him using that bird to send letters before. To a woman, apparently.
Sorry, folks, I'll be done in a jiff. Everyone, take 5.
Hey, Mila. You gave something to Ivor a while back. Was it the thing you swiped from the laboratory?
Yes, it was the Spyrex used to operate the Lance of Kresnik.
That little thing? But shouldn't you keep it with you?
No. In fact, it would be dangerous to get anywhere near the Lance of Kresnik with that Spyrex in hand.
Oh, well, you know better than me.
There is a problem, however. The channeling circle that bound and captured the Four. I believe it was generated by that Spyrex. I will need to generate a channeling circle of equal power to release them.
In other words, you'll need that Spyrex to save the Four Great Spirits.
I may need the Four's power to destroy the Lance of Kresnik, too. The real question, then, is when should I retrieve the key from Ivor?
Hey, does that mean you can also use Spyrex to cast arts? It's not just for the Lance of Kresnik?
What's the simplest way to explain this? Remember the street lamps in Fenmont? People light them with spirit arts. It's a simple parlor trick. Even a child could do it. But what happens if more powerful spirit arts are required?
Those require a powerful caster, someone with a mana lobe of sufficient capacity. The greater the capacity, the more mana can be produced when using arts. That capacity is determined at birth. It's immutable.
Precisely. That's one of the laws of Riza Maxia. But a Spyrex doesn't rely on the caster at all. A caster wielding a Spyrex can power anything, from a tiny streetlight to a gigantic object like the Lance of Kresnik. Mana capacity ceases to be a limitation.
But that sounds really handy.
It is handy, and that's precisely why it's so dangerous. With the Spyrex, anyone can wield arts potent enough to capture the Four, and anyone can use that power to kill others, just as they plan to do with the Lance of Kresnik. Anyhow, we should get going.
She's right about one thing. Weapons like the Lance of Kresnik must be destroyed. But is Spyrex itself really such a bad thing?
You seem to know a lot about golems. What was that you said about earth spirits?
Golems are artificial constructs created by the Rashigal army through Earth spirit channeling. They can only work within particular spirit climes, but they're very powerful.
Impressive.
Isn't she smart? Although she did just hear all that from Rowan.
So she's just the conductor's parrot.
Elise learns spirit arts through intuition alone, so she hasn't made a proper study of the subject. However, once she learns something, her ability to recall it is quite impressive.
I learned a lot of other things too. Like Fenmon is protected to the north and south by golems, and the Fezabel Marsh. It's an impregnable defense.
Impregnable, huh? Can you tell me what that means?
Well...
Perhaps it's time we expand our lessons beyond just spirit arts.
Hey, Mila?
Are you really Maxwell?
I am. Had I not mentioned that yet?
Ah, she isn't human! Run away!
Having seen the strength of Mila's resolve, I have no trouble believing that to be true.
So how come you look so normal?
I have taken physical form by using the elements within a human body as a catalyst, though it has proven to be an irksome vessel with many limitations.
So Mila is Maxwell in a human body.
Well, it doesn't change who she is, right? Let's leave it at that. It's still a little scary.
But haven't you always known Mila to be scary when she's angry about something?
I guess that's true.
Are they afraid of me? Or is that a sign of respect? Well, I suppose either will do.
It's a pain, but I better try to bang out a letter. Let's see.
Look, Alvin's writing another letter.
My dearest, now that the interseasonals have blown their last, and the spirit climb has settled, my thoughts stray to you and your well-being.
He's so formal.
He's gotta be writing to a woman.
That reminds me, Jude. How come you didn't answer any of the letters I sent to you in Fenmont?
I didn't know what I was supposed to say. You only ever talked about yourself. Also, your penmanship could use some work.
I can't believe you! You blow me off and still have the nerve to complain.
But I could barely even decipher them. You yank the pen so hard it tears the paper.
Well, maybe I'll just copy you. Your cutesy little bubble letters are straight from a little girl's diary.
What? Guys aren't allowed to write neatly? That's sexist.
I'm not being sexist. That's exactly how it looks.
Then you've proven my point. You are sexist.
I'll never run out of things to write about with these people around. That last battle was a little too close.
Agreed. If Jude hadn't been there to save us, it would not have ended well. You have my thanks.
Sure, don't worry about it.
Even in the midst of combat, you really do look out for others. But taking your focus off your opponents like that could land you in an early grave.
I guess it could.
Of course, I wouldn't want to fight with someone who didn't give a damn about me either. So keep up the good work, champ.
Will do.
So in other words, you only want to fight with people who are willing to die young.
No, you got it all wrong. I only want to fight with people who are willing to help me die old.
Watch your backs, everyone. Don't get complacent.
Jude has grown into such a prudent young man.
Really? Seems like he's been freakishly level-headed since the day he was born.
I wouldn't say that.
Mila?
I'm just remembering the first time we met. And how you panicked when I trapped you in one of Undine's bubbles.
Oh, I haven't heard this story.
Well, come on. Anyone would freak out if they were suddenly attacked by one of the great spirits.
He does have a point.
I know I'd have been terrified.
What? So I'm some sort of monster now?
Hey, it's okay. Meeting you taught me how to cope with difficult situations.
So I helped you to grow? Well, I'm glad I could be of service.
Jude sure has gotten good at dealing with Mila.
If growing up has taught him anything, it's that. And my mighty arts win the day yet again.
Well done. Even among the Army's elite, I rarely see arts that powerful.
You better believe it. Hey Elise, you see that?
Yes, your arts were okay.
I'd maybe give him a 6.8.
6.8? Who are you to judge me?
It's just that mine are so much stronger.
T-Bows are more like a 9.5.
That's a load of crap. No way some plush toy outscores me. How about we settle this head to head?
Alvin, please try to calm down. You're behaving like a child.
Fine, I'll arm wrestle you for it.
You're on. But how exactly are we going to do that?
You have 10 seconds to get into position, or you forfeit the match. 1, 2, 3.
Come at me, bro.
Hey, that's playing dirty.
That settles it then. Tipo is officially stronger than Alvin.
A breeze.
Easy.
Breezy! This reminds me of our training.
I only remember getting beat up by you. Lady Mila! There you are! It's a miracle! You can walk! Ivor, what are you doing here?
Who's this guy?
Mila's handmaid.
Now that your legs have healed, you must return to the village at once. Please, if something else were to happen to you, I don't know what I'd do.
I cannot return yet. I have business in Fenmont.
In that case, allow me to accompany you.
That won't be necessary. I have all the help I need.
From these people?
These people, Jude and Leia here, helped me walk again. They can be trusted.
Jude again?
I'm Leia. Nice to meet you. He's got some issues, huh?
You must feel pretty pleased with yourself now that Lady Mila is on her feet again.
Well, I did promise I would help her walk again, and here she is walking.
How dare you take credit for this miracle? It was all due to Lady Mila's divine power! It must have been! Maxwell, curse you! I was the one who was supposed to heal her!
Sorry?
That's right. Beg for your forgiveness, you phony! Atone for your blasphemy!
What is he talking about?
It would seem Jude keeps the most eccentric company. All of his acquaintances are so unique.
Ivor, I gave you an important mission. Why are you here?
I've not forgotten about the defense of the village, and the item you entrusted to me is safe. I have it hidden in a place known to no other. However, I recently received this.
Maxwell is in grave danger. You must rescue her at once.
I rushed forth immediately. I only just now caught up with you, Lady Mila.
Who could have written something like this?
I wonder. But in any case, it's mistaken. As you can see, I'm perfectly Ivor, run!
You have got to be kidding me! It looks really pissed off!
We finally stopped it.
That was too close!
What caused this? I did not expect it to be that active.
You call that timid? I thought you said the monster would be a pussycat now that its solemn and Renome is here.
That should be the case. Unless...
With the 4 great spirits missing, the spirit climbs have essentially stopped shifting.
Great. How will we cross Fezabel Marsh to get to Fenmont?
Cross Fezabel Marsh? You people are out of your minds! Only a wyvern could reach Fenmont at this point. Fortunately, it just so happens that I, the redoubtable handmaid, can be of assistance to Lady Mila.
You know a way to get there?
I have in my possession a wyvern, faithful only to me. I would be happy to transport Lady Mila to Fenmont.
Ivor, is there any other way?
Huh?
There is, isn't there? Tell me.
I have heard of a clan in Shandu that can control monsters. They raise wyverns there, apparently.
I guess that's our next stop.
Onward to Shandu.
Ivor, thank you. Ivor?
Shall we go?
Yeah.
You lying phony fraud! Grr! That's the bird that delivered the letter! You dirty bird! When Mila saves the 4 great spirits, she will need the key in your possession. This will be your chance to beat Jude once and for all. Wait until I contact you again. Then you will free the 4 great spirits and become Lady Mila's true champion. You won't get the upper hand this time, phony!
That Ivor guy is something else, huh?
Apparently he's Mila's handmaid. But perhaps we shouldn't be surprised at her unusual taste in friends.
They don't get much weirder than that. You're one to talk, Tipo.
He scared me. He was so mad at Jude.
Well, he does attract the weird ones. You're one to talk, Leia. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Sounds like Ivor found some useful information. I hadn't heard about these wyverns before.
Wyverns are a special breed of flying monster native to a remote region of Azul. They're quite intelligent but very rare, and only those who have mastered a special art can train them.
Is it really safe to ride one?
That depends. I've heard that if a naughty child tries to ride, the wyvern will gobble her right up.
Is that true?
Don't worry, Ellie's a good kid.
Yeah, she'll be fine. But what about you?
It would be a shame to see Tipo get eaten. That can't be good for a wyvern's stomach.
Huh? No! You can't let it eat me!
It's okay. You're a good kid too.
Well, he's a gullible one. I can tell you that much.